Mount Olympus. Some assistance, please. Come on out. This is a Star Sailor. Clear landing spot.
You will, baby.
Olympus, I accept this message. Good. Hear me, on my authority. A Draken of that size, and serving Kronos too. Olympus is no place for such monstrosities.
A lofty mountain is not easily besieged, so the crafty Titan of Time sought winged beasts susceptible to his persuasions and capable of wreaking havoc from the skies.
Looks like they've made themselves at home. In the name of Hades.
well fought.
Lady Athena. Have you confronted Prometheus before? You mentioned he's been able to elude you. Perhaps he knows he'd stand no chance against you if you fought.
I knew Prometheus prior to all this. I suppose our tendencies toward matters of the mind connected us. You know that he stole the gift of fire for mortal kind. Well, he also gave them reason from me. Some of them, anyway.
I shudder to think what mortals must have been like before they had any reason. Although perhaps Prometheus ought to have kept some reason for himself.
Perhaps he thinks he did, or has as much as he requires. Unfortunately, reason tends to be in lesser abundance than most would dare to admit. Behold my power. Your brother's favorite. Beware out there.
Assault forces. Lady Hestia! All clear. Must be the mountain pass my incantation helped me find. There. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Death to Kronos. I sense that you are growing closer to manifesting the reality that we have long since sought. May you yet drain whatever light is left in him.
Together we shine.
Together we shine. Darkness guide you.
more shaking. A note says, "Hey, M, take what you need for gold. Honor system." Prometheus. Tell me, Titan, do you recall a mortal woman by the name of Dora? Her shade responded strangely when I mentioned you, but can't seem to remember what you did.
Let's leave it be, Agent of Change. That old shade's latent memories have more to do with gods and their deceptions than with anything I did.
Elaborate. Tell me what happened to her. You keep blaming everything on the gods, as though all this is solely their responsibility.
Oh, on the contrary. I take responsibility for mortal kind. But for all their failings, vices, and downfalls, I am not to blame. Nor is this Dora. You tell her I said that. You're not prepared for what awaits you at the summit. 2 ashes. Legions, form up. No. These flames never belonged to you, but here, have them. Burn!
Good, Tula. Just fight.
My strength has failed me repeatedly, but it always comes back. I did what needed to be done.
Saw that coming. Feather.
Beyond the fires on the heights of Mount Olympus lies the solitary pathway to the summit, on which stands a fortress stronger than the mightiest of gods and titans both.
And past that, the Palace of Zeus. And caught. Hey, a philotop. To all our family, welcome. Come on, cat. Dora. It's that broodling. Or a twin. One less of Typhon's brood. Better. Into the purse. Almost to the top. It's improper to stare. In the name of Hades. Excellent.
See anything you like?
Lord Hermes. Tula, go for it. It's over. Nasty storm gullet.
Some scarce deliveries risked by swift Hermes represent what aid the gods can finally provide unto the princess of the dead, now that the summit of Olympus lies before her.
I'll take whatever I can get.
So, what did you think of Pop's Palace? Finally got to see the glory with your own eyes. A serious accomplishment, given you're not supposed to be up here at all.
The Palace of Zeus wasn't like any place I'd ever seen. It's very beautiful, but very bright. I don't know how you all could live up there, but she must feel the same about where I'm from.
Well, I for one quite like it, Dark, but I've spent more time in the underworld than everybody else up here combined. As for the palace, at least it's kept us safe in all of this.
Let's keep it that way.
Something for you as well, Typhon.
Right on time. He's vulnerable.
Protect the palace, everyone!
Gods be safe. Typhon is not impervious, no matter how it seems. I have to get back there. Dora, I hope you don't mind, but I asked Prometheus himself about this old connection that you feel. He's cagey with his words, but does seem to remember you in turn.
Kind of weird of you to do that, especially since it sounds like he's trying to kill your family up there, but thanks. What do you say?
Well, he said he's not to blame for mortal kind's failings and such, and that neither are you, and asked I tell you so on his behalf. Before attacking me, per usual, of course.
Whew, that's a relief. All this time, I figured if there's any two individuals responsible for all the badness mortals have to deal with, it's Prometheus and me. We're talking stomach aches, heartaches, taxation, lying, cheating. You name it.
It's utter nonsense, but do you have any idea what he could have meant?
Nope. But since you're the one who's talking to him on the regular, maybe you could ask. Now that we're curious.
We'll figure this out.
I go.
Hello.
Let me see. The prophecy of Typhon's return. Was your interpretation that the gods were going to prevail or not? Or was there any detail you recall that we might use to our advantage?
Well, there was lightning, which I took to represent Zeus. The earth seemed to shake, recalling Poseidon, and a red spear reminiscent of your father's, piercing the storm. But even these specifics don't seem to pertain to the matter at hand.
A red spear, huh?
What are you looking at? I know what it's like, being pushed away, having everybody smile to your face, then stab you in the back. Well, for what it's worth. I don't believe a word they're saying about you.
I see. And to whom exactly are you referring? And can you cite an example of the words purportedly said?
Oh, it's just Odysseus and Hecate. I can't believe they think you're gonna fail, that you don't have what it takes. I mean, I don't want you to succeed, but I never pretended otherwise.
You're trying to undermine them.
I'm just trying to help. How'd that get there?
Regained your strength, I see. Hermes indicated you were instrumental in releasing Typhon's grip on Mount Olympus recently. I trust that your embattled relatives contributed their share to that result?
I may be just a frontline diversion in stopping the monster's attacks, but it worked. Lord Zeus at least was able to remind Typhon about the power of his lightning bolt. The others had their hands full someplace else.
The gods must be grateful for such an effective frontline diversion. And Kronos must be grateful for the brief reprieve as well. But carry on as you see fit. This was all part of the Titan's plan, and shall likewise factor into ours.
My thoughts exactly.
Shipment came for you. We've not too many shades all the way out on the Olympus front. Only a few brave souls. They're saying that you met Lady Athena face to face. How's she holding up?
Considering she's holding back great numbers of the Titan's forces single-handedly, she seems remarkably composed.
I'd ask you thank her for the times she may have saved my skin, but discretion's for the best.
You sure I shouldn't say anything?
Aye.
Death to Kronos. All grown up. Grow strong. In shadow I serve.
Death to Kronos. Got yet another Titan up against us, huh? Prometheus. One of the smart ones, so they say. And now, an enemy. Could have been on our side had your family not... you know.
Yes, the whole chain him to a mountain so an eagle could eat his regenerating liver for eons thing. Not one of the proudest moments on Olympus, I have to imagine.
Come ask me whether he deserves his vengeance if ever you want to feel any worse about that whole mess.
Watch with the treason, Nem. Here's a big one. I'll take the special. What are we in the mood for?
How's it going?
about this?
Excellent.
What's that for?
Perhaps this will compel Eris to dispose of her rubbish properly.
That's big enough to dispose of an entire body. Just saying.
There.